The unregrettable Sanctuary of Reality, my comic review series, is back. Today's book is Cerebus issue 118, chapter 5 of Jaka's story. The next morning, Jaka goes to see her boss, Pud Withers, at his pub/store to apologize for not thanking him for giving her apples the day prior. The conversation goes almost exactly like Pud envisioned it a few issues ago, with him remaining humble and the usual small talk as always. Later, Jaka goes to the apparently still slumbering Cerebus' room and tells him she's brought along a mirror to put under his nose to see if he's still alive. This rouses the aardvark from his faux sleep, and after she quickly goes out to tell Rick that Cerebus isn't dead, he has a little something to tell Jaka. He basically apologizes for everything he's done to her in the past. From remembering her and not coming for her after issue 6, to the way he treated her when she brought his sword in issue 36. But he doesn't apologize for not leaving with her during wartime in issue 48. But he does apologize for slapping her in that same issue. He finally apologizes for trying to get her to leave with him when she was pregnant back in issue 75, and tells her that since the war is over and she's no longer pregnant, he's not leaving there without her. Jaka returns to him his gold coin that he tried to pay Pud with, explaining how the price of gold has skyrocketed under the Cyranius regime. Pud's okay with Cerebus staying with them, and Rick and she will share their food with him and even let him have an ale in the pub. But she loves her husband, which Rick, listening in, happily overhears. And she doesn't love Cerebus. She remembers how she always felt fear, not of him, but because of him and the dangerous life that he leads. Rick, listening in, discovers for the first time that Cerebus is indeed Cerebus, the former Pope. How will he react? And will Cerebus agree to stick around? In Pro's flashback, young Jaka regains semi-consciousness 5 days after smashing her head. This fevered perception gives way to floating insectoid creatures that Missy attempts to save her from. Can she survive their creepy onslaught? The insectoid creatures are apparently intentionally phallic in nature, and this whole sequence is actually an implication that Jaka has been molested at some point. It's an unsettling enough scene without knowing that graphic reality behind it. First time I read it, I surely didn't pick up on that subtext. I thought it was just some sort of weird fever dream that involved Cthulhu-like creatures from another dimension. I didn't think that they were penises. I know that some people suspect that it may have been Lord Julius who molested her, but I don't see that as being in his character even remotely. He's always too on to harm a child the way I see it, but there's no way of ever knowing. This issue is a very good issue, on par with all the earlier Jaka Cerebus issues that involve their having a heart-to-heart, all the ones that he refers to in the story. It tells you everything you need to know about where Cerebus and Jaka are at, and gives you a good primer into their backstory. Character-driven, dialogue heavy without being burdensome in the least. This is just a great issue, I think. Next time, a Cerebus by any other name.